many dreams, books, millionaires, ideas, skills, unfinished accomplishments are in the grave. Take a moment and think, what am I doing between the dash? You have to move right now because tomorrow is not promised. Join the Divine Connections movement in a couple of ways. 1, download the app for free. 2, subscribe to Divine Connections magazine. 3, if you have a book, a product, a service, gospel music, business, health and wellness product, church, or anything creative, join the Divine Connections movement VIP and make a commitment to join a network that supports others, give you major exposure, customer retention, and customer engagement. To find out more about VIP, text 336-338-8903 or email divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com.
Businesses all across the planet are looking to make connections with people. Well, guess what? Divine Connections magazine is helping businesses not only walk in their purpose and passion, but to get connected to their potential. That's right. You've got to connect to your potential, and you can make it happen now because it is time to know your worth. As you get connected to people all across the planet, Divine Connections magazine will make it happen. And get featured in the magazine today and get your copy now, because there's no other time than a divine time to get connected to Divine Connections magazine.
Well, welcome. Great day, everyone. I am your host and CEO of Divine Connections. We are a faith-based and inspirational magazine that it comes out quarterly in print as well as online. And so we connect with businesses, entrepreneurs, gospel artists, praise dance moms, vendors, anyone that's doing something great in the community. And then twice a year, we have 2 events, one in March and one in October. March is my anniversary, which is coming up soon, March 25th at 11 a.m. in Haw River, North Carolina, which is basically Burlington, okay? We're going to have quartet groups. We're going to have moms. We're going to have a men's panel talking about mental health, life, and challenges. We're going to have vendors and we're going to have sponsors. Tickets are only $10, and I would love to see you there. I will share some more information a little further. If you would like to be a sponsor for that event and support that event, that will be greatly appreciated as well. So you can text 336-338-8903 and come and help us support and celebrate these men. And everyone is welcome. It's going to be a great day. And then we have our event in October, which is called Bring It, where we have praise dance moms, vendors, and the youth vendors, because we also want to make sure that we cover our young people as well. And so stay tuned to that information. We also have our podcast here on Wednesdays between the hours of 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you would like to be on the podcast, please let us know. I'd like to know who you are and what you do. If you would like to continue to hear it, just stay tuned to our YouTube channel, our Facebook channels, and we are here to share and spread the good news. We also have a my store, Divine Connections store, where you can see purchase the hoodies, shirts, hats. We have a variety of things for you in the store. We'll show a video of that as well. And now you can download our app at Divine Connections Magazine. So go to your Apple Store or your Play Store and download our app. That's another way we're going to stay connected to you and in the community and let you know what good news is out there and connections and how to make them. And so we are grateful for the opportunity God continues to give us. And let me share just a little bit about the October event that we recently have, and just check out this video. Awesome. So definitely stay tuned to next October. So you can be a part of that as well. But now let me share with you our store, and you can see some things in our Divine Connection store. Awesome. So now you guys can go shop at the store, which is phenomenal. And let's also see the next video, which is what is coming up Saturday, Saturday, March 25th at 11 a.m. at Beyond Measure Ministries, 904 East Main Street in Hall River, North Carolina. It will be my Divine Connections 13th magazine anniversary, and we're celebrating the community. And one major thing we're going to do is celebrate the men. So you definitely don't want to miss this. It's going to be on. Check it out.
It's going to be on. We're having vendors, mimes, gospel groups, a men's panel, and sponsors. Our groups are the Power Boys, the Anointed Ones, Marvin Bobbitt and the Rising Sons, Terrell Brown and the Gospel Express. Our mime ministries are Jared Terry, Greater Is He Mime Ministry, and Jerry Linsom Jr., No Limits. Our men's panel, David Dickens, Corey Rawlinson, E.J. Stewart, James Montague, Maurice McDonald, Marcus Holly, Milkins Tyler, James Allen, and so much more. Come and support this event. If you want to be a sponsor, text 336-338-8903 or email divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com. You don't want to miss this. See you there.
Awesome. So listen, you do not want to miss that event. It is going to be major. So excited about that. Always want to celebrate others and just bring something different to the community. So you definitely want to be a part of that. So how do you stay connected with Divine Connections? Go to our website at divineconnectionsmagazine.com for updates and news, and join our email list. We also have our Facebook page, which is Divine Connections Marketing, our Instagram at Divine Connections, and we have our YouTube channel at The Divine Connection. So make sure you go there and subscribe and click the notification. You do have the opportunity right now to submit ads to our advertisement for the magazine that's coming out in March. So if you are interested in getting your business and your organization out there, text 336-338-8903 or email divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com. We will look forward to connecting with you. Also, if you have not gotten your copy of Divine Connections magazine, it is here and available for you to order, hard copy or digital copy. A lot of resources and connections are in this. You definitely want to get a copy. It's only $12. And divineconnectionsmagazine.com/subscriptions. You can go there and click. And once you do the hard copies, you can change the quantity of the numbers and get more than one, so you can share with your community great things that are going on. Also, with this show here, we have sponsorship. If you would like to be a sponsor, if you already have a 30-second commercial already done, we will love to evaluate and promote it here upon approval. So it's a 3-month agreement, and it will be on the show before or after the interview. So if you would like more exposure, we would love to share that with you, and you become a sponsor. Again, it's $150 for only 3 months. So if you're interested, definitely let us know. If you need a 30-second or a 60-second commercial for your business, we specialize in that as well. For your business, for your ministry, for your book, your gospel group, or your event, we can customize a 30-second and 60-second commercial for you as well. If you haven't done so already, God has blessed me to write my second book, which is called The Key Connector: How to Build an Empire Helping People. It's on Amazon. You can also go to the link below or just order from me and I can send you a signed copy. We also have our journals out this year called Making It Happen. You Are a Divine Connection, because you are. We write the vision, we make it plain, we execute, and we celebrate. So let's journal together and then look back at what God has blessed us with and just be grateful. All right. And then don't forget, of course, to, oh, this is our journal link. Okay. bit.ly Divine Connections Journal Discount. That's how you get that. And then also you can go again to our store at bit.ly Divine Connections Store and buy product as well. And then don't forget to download our app at Divine Connections Magazine. Go to your Play Store, your Google Store, your iPhone Store, and download the Divine Connections Magazine app. Okay, we look forward to seeing you there as well. So, listen, our seniors are very, very important. And this young lady that we have today is going to share some information with you of what their organization do for seniors, how they work with the seniors population. So let's bring in Miss Phyllis. Great day. How are you?
Doing well, thank you. Good afternoon, and thank you for the invite to come and share. You're doing such phenomenal things, as the young people say. It looks so epic, The
Oh, blessing.
promotions are really good, and this is the way in which we spread information and help
Mhm.
others to know what's going on. So again, thank you very, very much for
Yes,
the invite. I do believe in what they call divine interventions, and
yes.
nothing
Uh-huh.
just happens
That's
and
right.
happens. It was supposed to be, and
That's
I
right.
know that my colleague and I, Miss McLynore Washington, she had to work; she couldn't be with me, but
Okay.
we met you in May at the Prince of Gospel event, and
Mhm.
from that moment on, it was like, oh man, she's awesome in her own right, and we need to
Oh, you
esteem.
too.
We really need to esteem, the forerunners or the front runners and what they're doing to make a difference, because impact is very important. So again, um, thank you, and as you mentioned earlier, I am a what we call coordinator. I am a family caregiver specialist with
Mm-hmm.
Mid Carolina Regional Council located in Fayetteville.
Okay.
And as the family support caregiver, I cover Sampson County, rural county,
Mhm.
in southeastern North Carolina.
All
And
right.
we reach out to the senior population that's
Mhm.
60 and above. And so seniors are very special. They are
Yes.
very unique people who have journeyed, say up the road of life, and
That's right.
some of them are still, very, very capable of caring for themselves, and others, like the ones more so that I am involved with, they have a caregiver to help them with their, daily activities and what have you. So pretty much the program that I'm involved in, it identifies information, services, and things that would help the caregiver. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
the caregiver sometimes could be a spouse, could be a neighbor, could be a friend, could be, a grandchild, what have you. But their life can change suddenly if something happens to the significant other and they take on that role and responsibility
Yes.
without even realizing what services and programs that are in place. Um,
Mm-hmm.
as they say, burnout, wear and tear can happen. And so the
Mm-hmm.
government realized that, the caregiver played a very important role in caring for the care recipient. And therefore, programs like the one that, I'm working with that covers Sampson County is beneficial at
Mm-hmm.
whatever stage of need the person is at. Sometimes they just need someone to come and listen to them. Sometimes they need someone to come and prepare their medicines, to do light meals for them, um, basically to do shopping, carry them to the doctor's
That's right.
appointment, what have you. So the caregiver is really involved, and having that plus a family sometimes, in addition to maybe even raising their grandchildren, they
Mm-hmm.
get lost in all of that and
Yeah.
not really knowing what to do for themselves. So that's where this program comes to say that um, you don't have to do it alone. There's
Mm-hmm.
help, there's resources,
Yeah.
and resources are in place
That's
just for you. One of the components of the caregivers program is to provide respite care.
right. Mm-hmm.
Respite care is short term, but if the caregiver needs to get away for a few moments to maybe attend their own doctor appointment, or if there's an event that they would like to attend, or they just haven't been connecting with their friends in a while, they
Mm-hmm.
can do respite, and the company would pay for someone to come in and sit with their significant other so that they could come out and reconnect again and just have a little time, as they call it,
That's
downtime,
right. That's
to do
right.
some of the things that they desire. So if people are not aware of that, if caregivers
Mm-hmm.
in particular are not aware of it, if other services or programs are not aware of it, then it's not really a benefit and a service to the community, because everything that's out here that needs to be promoted, like you're doing, it needs to be blasted in all venues so people will know, hey, I just need to pick up the phone to call, or
Mm-hmm.
I just
Mm-hmm.
need to connect with,
That's right. That's
because
right.
the service is there, the program is there, and if it isn't getting used, then the funding has to go back, and we don't
Yeah.
want to send funding back. We want
That's
the
right.
we want the funding in the program to be widespread. So oftentimes, if a person doesn't identify him or herself as a caregiver, they just say, this is mom, or this is dad, or this is what I'm supposed to do. They tend to just go it alone, and
Mm-hmm.
the sad part is some of them end up having health challenges themselves,
That's right.
and they're not
Yep.
even able to care for
That's right.
the care recipient. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what you want to avoid. You want to avoid. So there's, in addition to having the opportunity to get respite, there's also counseling. There's
Mm-hmm.
counseling and support groups. In Sampson County, the third Thursday of each month, and tomorrow will be the academy. There's an academy that starts at 11 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
It's a support group for grandparents. So if
Mm.
someone is raising a grandchild or grandchildren, they have an outlet at 11 o'clock. They can come and be a part of the support group. And the support group is peer driven and is facilitated by a grandparent who, is raising her grandchild. So they establish that camaraderie. They come in,
Yeah.
talk, and they just, enjoy for that short window of time. And we've
Mm-hmm.
been doing this since 2020. Post COVID is when we actually reached out to the community to see if there was interest, and the participation has just really grown from that. I guess we're kind of rewinding. They had a Christmas social, and one of the businesses in the town of Clinton picked them up and gave them a little Christmas celebration. They brought in things for massage therapy. They brought in things
Right.
that they knew would be, beneficial to letting the caregivers know that it's all right to take
Oh
care of
yeah.
yourself.
That's right. That's right.
It's all right to come out and laugh and have fun. So the support group is at 11 a.m. And then at 1 o'clock, we have the caregivers information and activity sessions where we try to provide information on resources and services. We try to bring in resource people so that
Mm-hmm.
questions can be answered. Maybe it's someone from DSS that's concerned about long-term care, or we need to bring in someone from home health. If there are questions, they have the person of expertise that they can actually get the information from. And that helps them with their short-term and long-term planning of knowing, sometimes what to ask, who to ask, and how to ask to get the information that's needed.
Yeah.
In addition to all of that, they just sit and talk and have laughter. It's so amazing to hear them just express how relieved they are and how They look forward to their little social time, their little get together time. Every caregiver needs a support system. Every
That's right.
caregiver needs some relief, you
Yeah.
know,
Yes.
how good we are and how
That's
strong and
right.
strong will we are. We're
That's
human.
right.
And
That's
so
right.
we need to take care of ourselves and we need to take care of one another. And what evolved from the two groups meeting, the seniors were saying, I have a grandchild who has a cell phone. I have a grandchild or grandchildren who work the computer, and I don't know anything about the computer, and it looks like a
Yeah.
monster, and I don't even know what to do, more or less turn it on.
Right.
Okay, so we polled the group, and it was consensus that, hey, they wanted a computer class. So
Okay.
in July, a part of the academy was to offer a basic skills computer class for seniors.
Mm.
And we had a max of 12 participants, and the community college gave us the opportunity to use their laptops, and it was no charge. They didn't have to pay a fee. They didn't have to worry about bringing their personal laptops in. They knew when they came that they were going to be provided a laptop, and they had hands-on learning. So,
Mm.
and the what was so interesting was that the oldest person was a 90-year-old, and she came to class because she said she always wondered about the computer, and she was able to be introduced to the keyboard. She said, and now she knows where the on and off button is, and she was going to go to Best Buy, or she was going to go to
That's awesome. I love it.
store to see if she couldn't find her computer to put in her house. And it's all about working with them at their comfort level. Just because they're aging, it doesn't mean that they're not as alert as they were when they were out and working and doing, the things that they enjoyed. So I think the computer age, COVID kind of forced all of us to sharpen our computer skills. Because that was our norm for a while. We were not face to face, and that was something the seniors talked about in terms of being able to reconnect. They missed their monthly meetings when they couldn't see each other, and they felt isolated and they felt alone. So that face to face, it has re-energized them, and they look forward, as they say, to having some place to go.
That's all right.
They love bingo. Okay, they love bingo,
Oh, yeah.
the activities. And if you put music on, you'll see them bopping and moving
That's right.
and dancing. And that's what we want to, encourage our caregivers to stay viable, to stay, connected, and to do the things that are encouraging. But the opportunity to expand the service in October of last year, we had the first faith-based conference promoting the role of the caregiver.
Yeah.
And that was well attended because you had pastors and parishioners and congregants coming into a room, and they were able to talk about, how can I help, my senior population, or how can I help brother or sister so-and-so, because they are in the role of caring for the caregiver. And they talked about, shared information about the mission program, and mission and caregiving is one and the same. It's just that it's in the faith-based community. And so we partner with them to let them know, hey, we have resources and we can work together. And if there is someone in your congregation that need the service, we want them to know who to call, and we want them to know what's available and to take the stress out of it. Just, have that information there. We have a what we call an organization brochure, and it lists in very easy reading term. It's written on a 4th to 6th grade reading level. So we distribute that out to the communities. We have the little care packets that we give, as a little incentive to say that we appreciate you.
Yeah.
It's just an ongoing opportunity to help those who are helping others. And if we help them and they maintain their health and quality of life, then they're really going to be able to look after, their significant other, whereas mom or dad or husband or grandchild, or whatever, because it is a responsibility, but it's a joy caring for a loved one. it is a reward caring for a loved one, but also it can be a challenge. It can be a
Yeah. Oh
challenge
yeah.
when you feel like you don't have enough
That's right.
time for yourself or to spread yourself. They talked about the sandwich generation, the population that's out there working and maintaining the job, but they're still having to come and take care of their aging family members, or working and then coming home to take care of their grandchildren because they've raised their children, but for different reasons they find themselves doing the parenting again, because that's what love does. Love gets love, so they want to take care of the grandchildren, so that, or the grandchild, so they won't end up in the system. So we commend them and try and help them as much as possible with
Mm-hmm.
whatever life situations they are facing. But anyone that's 60 and above, that's the age criteria, 60 and above,
Mm-hmm.
can participate in the program.
Okay.
That's a good age. 60 is still
Yeah,
good.
that's right. That's right. Is this just in Fayetteville?
It's in North Carolina, but
Okay, good.
um, I'm in what they call Region M. And Region M is a makeup of Sampson County, Cumberland County, and Harnett County. So
Mm-hmm.
if a person is interested, they just have to, Google regional, Mid Carolina Regional.org, and they can look at the map to see where, their particular county falls. And then they would just contact, Department of Aging or Mid Carolina to
Mm-hmm.
see exactly, what the location of the business is. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. So the website is on the screen, you guys. And then so find out where it is in your area. I love that they're providing services for the seniors, because it's like they've taught us and now they are aging. And so they still want to be loved. They still want to, feel important and still want to have things to do. So
Mhm.
this keeps them going, being around individuals like themselves and having activities and fellowship with one another.
Yeah.
This is a great, great thing. And then she talked about definitely the caretaker, so you won't get burnt out, because that is some hard work to do when you're a caretaker. But you have to learn how to balance
Mhm.
and prioritize so you can be as healthy as you can to do and serve who you need to serve as well. But you got to take care of yourself first.
That is so true. And that's ministry, that is truly, truly
Yes, it
ministry.
is.
We are our brothers and sisters keeper, but how
That's
can we
right.
keep anyone if we're not keeping ourselves? So
That's
that
right.
caretaker really has to see him or herself as priority. Um, when we had our conference in with the faith-based community,
Mm-hmm.
a large portion of that was on the role of the male caregiver. The norm is for women to do, the caregiving,
Yeah,
but men are
they do too.
caregivers as well.
That's right. That's
And
right.
I was at a workshop, and the gentleman said, oftentimes when someone who is caring for the wife or girlfriend or sister or whomever, said
Mm-hmm.
people will call and ask, how is she doing and how are they doing? But they very seldom ask about the caregiver, how are
Mm-hmm.
you doing and what have you. And sometimes people just forget, they just
Yeah.
think because they're holding it together and it looks like
Right.
it's okay, that it is okay. But sometimes looks can be deceiving.
Yes.
The gentleman said, I was screaming and I was crying and nobody heard me. And
Oh, yeah.
yeah, how his wife had gone through the second battle of cancer and now facing the third. And, he's been right there with her for treatments and what have you. But as a caregiver, just knowing that the support group was there and
Yeah.
that short window of time to come and connect, it made the difference in his life. So it's those
Yeah.
testimonies like that that say, we are impacting, we are
I
reaching,
love
and
it. I love it.
we're out there. We're trying to grow it as
Yes,
large
sir.
as we can so that
That's right.
everybody can benefit from it. But we had to start somewhere.
That's exactly right. This is exactly right. Do you have any workshops or anything coming up?
I think the training that's going to be happening on tomorrow as a part of the academy is the CPR training. We're going to do CPR training for the caregivers. The
Oh,
caregivers said in the event of an emergency, baby choking or what have you,
that's right.
what can we be involved in? And we reached out and found, someone who would come to the academy to offer the CPR training. So we don't want our caregivers to travel here and there. We want to make things as convenient and easily accessible as possible. And
That's right.
so we're looking forward to the CPR class. We're going to do aromatherapy. We have someone that's going to come in and do aromatherapy. And then they're going to have a massage day. All these dates and things are
Oh,
not confirmed, but
yeah,
we are working toward, because we, the facilitators and I, we want to provide them with what they're interested in, not what we think they should be getting, but we want the caregivers to tell us what they want and give
that's
us an opportunity to go out and, make certain that we're coordinating the things that are going to be
right.
beneficial to them. So those are just some of the things that we're looking at. I know June 24th is going to be a 1-day youth Bible study, and that's sponsored by one of the local churches.
That's
They
right. Okay.
Yeah, they took on, well, they adopted the families, the grandparents for
Mm-hmm.
Christmas. And they made certain that the children on the list got their wishes. And then they're going to follow up to do a youth 1-day Bible study with them. And I thought that was just great, because our youth is our future generation, and we need to be pouring into them as much as possible. And
Mm-hmm.
when parents are working with their grandchildren and providing them that spirituality piece to help them along the way, I think that we're building a foundation that will last in the event of whatever comes to that
Yeah,
young person. Helping them to know how to manage themselves, helping them to realize that the choices and decisions and consequences that you make can impact your life in such a way.
that's right.
Um, and with grandparents having that, age gap, with their grandkids and the things that the grandkids are being exposed to, such as the cell phone, uh, well, when you talk about social media outlets that they're involved in, this, I don't know anything about a Snapchat and a Twitter, all of that. And so we try and help them to understand that everything that your grandchild is saying to you, and inviting you to understand a little more, it would be helpful if you
That's right.
did have, smidgen of an understanding, because there are safeties and there are parental guides and things that could be
Right.
used to keep the children from being exposed to adult information. But again, we want them to be educated age appropriately
That's
so that
right.
they'll know how to protect themselves. So grandparents are, I think they're phenomenal for loving on their grandkids and making
That's right.
certain that they're directed in the right path. So those are the things that we have going as of right now. And June is the ending of our fiscal year, so we're going to close out in June, and then we're going to relaunch in July.
All right. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. You have provided so much great information for our senior population, different things that you all are doing for them as well as the caregivers. So listen, you guys take this information, and if you need it, definitely connect with her if you have questions or thoughts about anything, and she can elaborate for sure. Thank you for doing this, because one day we're going to be seniors and we're going to need it, and so it's a great to have these things in place, so that everybody can feel loved
Mhm.
and feel they are important regardless of their age and what's going on in their life. So I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing that.
Thanks for the invite. Really enjoyed it.
Yes, ma'am. You're very welcome. So, listen, you guys stay tuned to Miss Phyllis. She has a lot of great wisdom and information for you about the senior population. And so, you want to take that information to heed. I am Deloris Williams with Divine Connections. Make sure you stay connected to the number one divine connector, which is Jesus Christ. So, Miss Phyllis, hold tight. And I'm going to turn it over to our sponsor. So, hold on.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, we've got exciting news from Divine Connections Marketing Services. Now you can create your own custom video commercial for your business or organization. It's time for you to win. Your product or service is someone's solution, so get the attention of your potential customers now. Choose from a 30 or 60-second commercial today. Just email us at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com and we can get started. Connect today and let's get started making your custom video commercial now. Divine Connections Magazine. Get major exposure for your business. Is someone looking for your service? Do you need networking? Are you a gospel artist or a ministry? Do you have a major event that you want to promote? Divine Connections Magazine has the solution for you. We can distribute to residents, businesses, churches, and online. Don't miss this opportunity to expand your marketing locally and around the world. Find out more about us at divineconnectionsmagazine.com. Get your spot in the next issue of Divine Connections Magazine by emailing us for details at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com.
Make sure to like us on Facebook at Divine Connections Marketing. Follow us on Instagram at Divine Connections.
Let's get it started now.